Hey Cancer, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your monthly forecast for the month of March 2018. Now, before I get started, I just had one announcement. I did a March 2018 webinar basically on what's happening this month, on larger trends, larger themes, those kind of things. I talked a lot about Pisces and Aries because we've got a lot of planets coming through these two spots in the next month, okay? So if you're interested in learning more about what's happening this month and those two signs, please click the link down below in my description box to learn more, okay? To me, this month is all about overcoming some things from the past that have been holding you back, that have been dragging you down, so that you can step into a new life feeling more free to do the things that you want that can move you forward, okay? So that's what that is all about. Please, again, click the link down below in the description box if you are interested. Now, for your horoscope. What's going on this month, Cancer, is that we've got a full moon the very first of the month, March 1st, and it's going to be right here in Virgo. And that for you, Cancer, is your third house of talk and of communication, also of people in your community. So what that could bring up the first of the month is lots of communication, lots of talking, lots of thinking here in some way going on, or working with your community. Either you're trying to maybe complete some kind of communication project, complete the way that you communicate with people, or maybe end the way that you communicate currently so that you can focus on other things. I think what you're trying to focus on is right here where the new moon will be on March 17th in Pisces. And that for you, Cancer, is your ninth house of something new and different that you have not done before. So I think what you're doing here is you're trying to communicate, get all the details that it is that you can in certain ways, so that you can then start to do something new that you have not done before, really branch out, doing some new journey. This could also indicate moving as well. The third house may be tying up loose ends around your community and around your home so that you can start to travel, do something else, go in another direction, okay? So I think that's what you are trying to figure out here, trying to finish communicating about some projects so that you can actually do it, do something new, branch out in some way, all right? I think if you can try to get that balance just right and figure out what you need to take care of so that you can do something new, it's then going to help you right here where Saturn and Pluto are, because we have these planets in Pisces, especially at the beginning of this month, making a sextile over here to Capricorn. And Capricorn for you rules your seventh house of partnerships, relationships, usually of the one-on-one variety, a marriage partner, a business partner, and also rules contracts if you're signing any of those. Okay, so if you can let yourself do something new in some way, explore, expand your horizons, travel, move, study something, it's then going to help you here meet lots of new people, have new relationships one-on-one with people, or come into new chapters with your existing relationships in some way that I see being positive. You also doing something new is then going to help you here where Jupiter is in your fifth house of happiness. All right, with Jupiter here making a trine to these Pisces planets as well. So you doing something new here and allowing yourself to explore and to move is not only going to help you have better relationships one-on-one with people, but it's also going to help you here to be happier, do more of what it is that you enjoy in some way. Maybe also romantic relationships, have romantic relationships that could help you with that. Have more fun or work better with kids with the fifth house coming in. Okay, so I do see it being very good. Your challenge, though, is going to be right here where Mars is. And that's going to be in your sixth house of your job and of your daily routines, with Mars making a square over here to Pisces, and then also eventually going to touch Chiron. Okay, so as you're trying to do something new and exciting, meet new people, be happier here, doing something else, I think maybe it's hard for you to organize your job, hard for you to organize your daily routines coming in here. Maybe there's some kind of new job or new set of daily routines that's going on. And I think the difficult part here is not only doing a bunch of new things that are exciting, that are making you happy, but figuring out how to do these new things at work, on the job, on the day-to-day in a way that's more organized and less chaotic, okay, that you're trying to figure out. If you can figure out, though, how to do this new thing on the day-to-day in an organized way, a new job, it will then, though, be good for you. That's because we do have Mars moving on around the 10th of the month, making a trine over here to Uranus. And that for you is going to be in your 10th house of your career, your reputation, and your social standing. So you here doing something new with other people that will make you happy and trying to do your best to organize this new thing and to do it on the day-to-day is ultimately going to help you here to put your life in the right direction, to have the career that it is that you want, to increase your reputation and your social standing, okay, and to move forward. So I do see it being positive, even if life is a little chaotic there for a moment. Okay, while that is happening on March 10th, we also have Jupiter retrograde starting in your 5th house too, making sure that you're not only just doing some new thing, working with new people and trying to point your life in the right direction on the day-to-day, but also trying to make sure that you really are happy doing this thing that you want to do, okay, and that you're moving forward in the right way to let more love, more passion back into your life. So I see it being a good thing, okay. Then after that happens, on March 17th, I'm moving throughout the month here, we have the new moon happen in your 9th house of something new. So as to where the beginning of the month, I think, was a lot about thinking about something new that you're doing and how you can tie up some loose ends close to home so that you can embark on some new journey that's going on. I think at the 17th, at the new moon, you start to actually live this new thing, move forward on this new thing in some way so that you can work with people and have a job or set of daily routines that can help you put your life in the right place, okay? So that's what I see going on. Then after that new moon, all of these planets that are in Pisces are then going to start to move here into Aries, and that's your 10th house of career. So once you start doing this new thing and embarking on this new journey, a new job, a new set of daily routines here with new people in some way, then the focus comes to, okay, now that I'm doing something new, how can I use all of this here to increase my reputation, to increase my social standing, to move up in the world in some way that you then begin to focus on towards the second half of the month, okay? So that's what I'm going to focus on now, but I'm first just going to erase everything on the chart so that I don't confuse you. All right. Now here we are, Aries, second half of the month for you. It's your 10th house of your career. Bringing up, right, the second half of the month, like I said, you're thinking a lot about where your life is going, how you can put your life in the right place in some way and increase your reputation and social standing. Then once you're doing that, the second half of the month, the challenge then becomes right here where Saturn and Pluto are in Capricorn, because Capricorn squares Aries, and that for you is your 7th house of partnerships, of the one-on-one variety. Okay, as to where Pisces at the beginning of the month sextiles Capricorn, Aries squares it. So maybe at the beginning of the month, you had a lot of like excitement coming in, new people, exciting relationships, things are fun, like doing a lot of things you haven't done before coming in that was very good for you. But the second half of the month, as you try to build on these new things, working with people gets hard. It's no longer about exciting things with people, like, yeah, we're gonna have fun. Now it becomes down to, okay, we gotta get to work. It's not just about having fun with people, but it's about making sure these people in my life are with me, that they get me, that they're going to help me move forward, that they're going to help me put my life in the right direction and can help me do some things that are important to me. And that then is what becomes the challenge at the end of the month, okay? Not just, this is cool, I got new people in my life, but now how can I take these new relationships or these new relationship chapters and start to point them in the right direction that is going to be good for me and better for me, that comes in. Okay, so that's what I see going on there. If you can do your best to point your relationships in the right direction and to work with people to get to a place that you think is going to help you in your career to increase your social standing, then I do see some good things happening, okay? Because we do have these planets in Aries also making a trine over here to the North Node in your 2nd house of money. All right, of income, of your confidence, of your gifts and skills and talents. So I see you doing your best to work with other people, to focus on your career, to put your life in the right direction in some way here, helping you to make more money, to be more confident and to use more of your gifts and skills and talents to just do something that you feel uniquely gifted to do, okay? So I do think there is a lot of opportunity here for you to make money, feel more confident here, and to put your life in the right place. It's just trying to figure out what people you need with you and how you can work with people in the ways that are going to be the best for you later on. Okay, so that is what is happening there. I don't think you're going to be all alone though with no help. Right around the end of the month on March 18th, we have Mars here moving into Capricorn, your 7th house, a sign that Mars likes very much. And then we also have Mercury going retrograde right here in Aries in your 10th. So as you're trying to figure out how to work with people in the right ways to get your life to where you want to be so you can make money and be more confident, I think you've got a lot of motivation here to work with other people, to do some things that you want to do. And I think you're also, as you're working with other people, you've got a lot that you're rethinking as well to make sure that you're working with your relationships in the right way that really can help and really can do some things that you want and need to do. Making sure that your plans, I want to say, as you start to work on them with others, are solid and can last, can help you move forward. Okay, so that's what's happening there. As a bunch of these planets during the middle of the month make this transition from Pisces to Aries, they will cross over Chiron. Okay, so maybe it's a little bit uncomfortable for you to take some new passion project or some new thing that you're working on and to actually build a reputation off of it and to actually make it your career. But if you push past the uncomfortable feelings here, have faith, trust, believe, and keep moving forward, I think in the end it's really going to help you here to have the life that it is that you want coming in. Okay, so that's happening there. And then the last thing I want to mention, March 31st, we have a full moon right here in Libra. And that for you is going to be your 4th house of home and family, Cancer. So after you've spent a lot of the month, especially the second half of the month, thinking about your career, thinking about where your life is going and how you can put your life in a better spot with people, we then have the full moon on the very last day of the month here, helping you to say, okay, if you're going to focus on your career, if you're going to focus on your reputation, you got to make sure first that you got everything taken care of at home. You got to make sure first that emotionally you're okay with this direction that you're going on, and you got to make sure first that you're giving yourself the best opportunity to succeed in a very solid way moving forward. Okay, and I think that's what starts to come in at the end of this month into the next is, okay, now that I see this life for myself, now that I'm moving forward on a career, on a life direction, trying to work with people in a way that can make me money here, how can I make sure it lasts? How can I make sure I'm comfortable doing this and I'm building something that can stand the test of time? Okay, so that's what I've got going on for you, Cancer. Now your card for the month is the 2. It's the 2 of Swords reversed. This card to me can indicate 2 things with the 2 here going on. It can either indicate you have a choice here you do not want to make. Okay, a lot of hard decisions coming in. This card does suggest you gotta make a choice even if you don't want one. You can't just hide away in a corner here. Sometimes you gotta make the hard choice even if the 2 choices are equally good or equally bad. You just gotta pick one. Okay, coming in. This card can also indicate that you're in the middle of something. Like maybe there are 2 people that are like in an argument or something and you're in the middle of that. And this could also indicate removing yourself altogether from a bad situation. If it's just not a situation you want to be in, then removing yourself so that you can put yourself in another situation that you like much better coming in. Okay, and I think you need to not be afraid here to choose something that you think is going to be the best for you, to make a choice. Okay, and to think about yourself as well and what you need moving forward. All right, with a lot of focus here on your 7th house, Cancer, relationships are very, very important to you. Working with other people, you know, making sure other people are okay. But with your 10th house of career coming in, you have to make sure too that you're not just doing what everyone else wants you to do. You also have to make sure that you're thinking about your best interest as well. And I think that's what this card is saying here. Think about your best interest. What is going to be best for you long term, and make decisions based on that, even if it's hard or uncomfortable right now. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.